Chapter 2, 3D Printable Dentures. Starting with product details and considerations, dentures have been done the same way for roughly about 100 years. Of course, materials have evolved, but the way the dentures were made was pretty much the same until roughly about 7 years when 3D printing and milling came along. Right now, CAD/CAM dentures have incorporated many of the traditional accurate methods of making dentures, but they've simplified the process, making it hassle-free. What this means is we're not skipping any of the conventional prosthodontic principles that we used to use very efficiently back in the 60s and the 50s, such as face bows, cobble tracers, Scotchy couch tracing. We simply created a new system that allows to apply these principles and these features without the hassle of having to spend so much time mounting a face bow or doing your tracings. The DENTCA 3D printable dentures are made of UV curable acrylic, which has the same properties and characteristics as any conventional denture. They're printed in blocks to allow for better design to manufacture fidelity. They are monolithic in nature since the denture base and the denture teeth are bonded with the same 3D printable material. And they are the first 100% FDA cleared 3D printable denture in the market for both base and teeth. The DENTCA denture system also offers additional benefits, such as more accurate representation and less degree of distortion of the integular surface because of the way the denture impressions are scanned and the dentures are manufactured to a 3D printer. The denture design is automated with our software in order to reduce the probabilities of human error on the dental lab side, but more importantly, the capture of digital records allows for reuse of the data to fabricate duplicates of previously designed dentures or easy replacements in case the patient breaks it beyond repair or loses it at any point. One of the biggest benefits of utilizing the DENTCA denture system is chair time reduction. When doing a denture conventionally, you have to spend several hours between initial impressions, custom tray impressions, vertical dimension and CR records, trying appointments, and final appointments. This can translate easily to over 5 hours of chair time. With the DENTCA system, you can take all the records in one appointment and then either do a trying or go directly to final delivery, making it one visit 60 minutes before final delivery for your patients. This can reduce significantly the time that the patient spends at the chair. Additionally, doing a conventional denture after 5 hours can only net you one arch or one set of dentures. With the DENTCA system retrievability and 3D printing characteristics, you can have as many dentures as you wish, and replacements can be easily done without additional chair time. Now, everybody knows time is money, but what is the real impact of this? Let's take a look at the math. Now, for a moment, to make the numbers easier, let's just assume that the lab fee is exactly the same on both ends and it doesn't really matter, and that you're charging roughly $2,000 for one denture. If you're making it on a conventional way, you're making roughly $400 because you're spending roughly 5 hours to make this, so 2,000 divided by 5 would be $400 an hour. Now, this is good, but it's definitely not great. You can make a lot more. So on the other hand, let's assume that you're finishing a case in only 1 hour of chair time. Then you would be making $2,000 an hour, which is a lot better than $400 an hour. Now let's analyze this a little bit further. So with conventional dentures, you're making roughly $400 an hour, but we do have to subtract from there your chair time. Chair time can vary, but roughly we can, for the sake of numbers, calculate it's going to be $50 an hour. So you're making $350 an hour for a rough number of $1,750 for the entirety of the treatment. That is about 5 hours or more. So how does DENTCA really benefit you? So let's say you're making $2,000 an hour minus the chair time, you're down to $1,950. But that's not all. Remember that now you're only spending 1 hour, which means you have 4 new extra hours to see 4 new patients and make additional money out of that. So in the end of the day, if you're seeing 5 patients in 5 hours with the DENTCA system, you're making roughly $9,750 in the same 5 hours. But enough about math for now. Let's just take a look at the flow. So the first part is on the first appointment, you'll obtain records in either with the DENTCA trace or creating wax rims and stone models. Then these would be scanned with a laboratory scanner to obtain a digital version. Or if you actually took impressions directly and you have an intraoral scanner, you can digitize these as well. Then these would be designed with the DENTCA software. They are 3D printed, and then you can either print an optional trine and move to final, or you can skip the trine altogether and go direct to final.